Welcome back. It would be a mistake to call the streets of Egypt calm, but they have been relatively quiet during the Eid al-Fitr holiday marking the end of the Ramadan. Well, that holiday comes to a close Sunday, and as Raza tells us from the Egyptian capital, protesters feel a crowd-down will soon follow.
Once again here in Egypt as we enter another dangerous phase in this conflict, where on one side you have the military-backed interim government, on the other side you have these people, supporters of the ousted President Mohammed Morsi and the Muslim Brotherhood. They've been protesting for more than a month. They won't leave, they say, until Morsi is reinstated again. For about 2 weeks, the international community, led by Washington and the European Union, tried to get these two sides to sit down and make peace. Some were hopeful, but then all of a sudden the mood changed when the interim president here said those efforts have failed. And then the prime minister said these demonstrations cannot continue. Those stark statements signaled that a crackdown could be coming. Here's what makes for a dangerous situation. If a crackdown is coming, that means security forces are going to have to clear out a demonstration that has mushroomed into a small town, where increasingly you're seeing a lot of women and children who say they're aware something could be coming soon, but they're ready.
The youngest child among us will be a lion against them. They want to come in, they are welcome. What makes them so frustrated is that we are peaceful.
This is what we're seeing more and more at these demonstrations. Families, mothers with their children, infants, toddlers. The interim government has suggested these families are using their children as human shields, but these families reject that accusation.
We are living here. We cannot leave our children and come here. We have to bring them with us.
This is a new feature of this sit-in, a kids' play center set up especially for the Eid holidays. Scores of kids here playing in inflatable castles, trampolines. There's a kiddie pool here. This place is going to be here at least through Sunday, and you have to believe this government security forces is aware of this place, and they're going to want to do everything possible to avoid an incident involving this place and the many kids playing here. As the children play, a military helicopter hovers way up above. It's still not clear what security forces plan to do with this demonstration. What is clear is that this place has become the focal point of this political fight, and what the interim government does with this place will be a defining moment in this conflict. Reza Saya, CNN, Cairo.
Well, violence has returned to the streets of Belfast, Northern Ireland. Police say 26 officers were injured when UK loyalists tried to block a parade by pro-Irish nationalists. Police fired water cannons at rioters who threw bricks and bottles. The two sides in Northern Ireland often hold marches, and friction within the mostly Protestant loyalists and chiefly Catholic Irish Republicans sometimes turns violent. We have more in this report.
Being restricted, the flying of the Union flag being restricted in Belfast. This tension has continued. Recently, the 12th of July parade passed a nationalist area, a Catholic nationalist area in Belfast. That has gone through usually every year, the Orange Order, the Protestant Orange Order parade. This year, the parade was prevented from going. It was banned by the Parades Commission, the body that rules on parades here. That led to violence around the 12th of July period. And really the tension has been simmering ever since, and certainly it exploded last night.
Now, the video sharing site YouTube is known for being user-friendly, and anyone can upload a video of their cat climbing into a paper bag or their baby lip-singing lyrics of a popular song. But high-quality production values aren't necessarily a hallmark of this site, though a slick new production studio could help change that. Marcus Ross has that story.
Here on YouTube, more than 100 hours of video content is uploaded every single minute. And now some of the site's most popular producers have a new tool at their disposal, a state-of-the-art digital studio right here in Hollywood's backyard.
Let's roll camera.
Behind the scenes of a YouTube video shoot.
9A, take 2.
But this isn't some webcam random viral video. It's a slick setup on a studio-caliber soundstage using cutting-edge cinema-quality gear. When we see a dolly here, you're shooting this on a red camera. You know, these are fun toys.
I don't think it should be a surprise to anyone at this point in YouTube's history that we're stepping up the quality and that we're able to do this.
This brand new multi-million-dollar facility is YouTube Space LA, built on a site where Howard Hughes once made helicopters. Even the lobby is impressive.
It's 36 monitors, HD, routed to 36 Mac Minis that showcase any video on YouTube.
The best part of all, for those who get to use the space, it's free. YouTube offers access at no charge to its YouTube partners, the site's most popular content creators, people with their own channels that attract a major following.
We're getting that in 5K resolution, Tom.
People like Tom, better known on YouTube as Syndicate, who regularly posts video game commentaries.
Where is it?
And you have how many views a month?
Like 40 to 50 million views a month.
That's incredible. Yeah. Head of production Kathleen Grace took us on a tour of the facility, which includes a control room that can take live video feeds from all over the world, just like a traditional TV network.
Production switchers, shading position, graphics engine so they can pull up graphics.
And then what you guys create here, you could stream live
onto YouTube.
To YouTube.
Yeah.
After shooting, it's time to edit in one of 10 suites. They bring it here,
Correct.
Edit their piece,
yes,
before it gets uploaded onto YouTube.
Exactly. And then they upload from here. We are back at YouTube Space LA.
And from there, the clicks start piling up. The more clicks, the more ad revenue for YouTube and the more exposure for the company's expanding force of content creators.
I think the goal is to create more amazing, great channels for YouTube and launch both businesses and careers.
Hey, that's a cut. Marcus Took, CNN, Los Angeles.
We'll be back with the sports news after this short break. Welcome back. World 11 are the winners of the Gunjur Super Cup final after coming from behind to claim a 2-1 win against knockout holders Nyokoyor. Sekumane scored the all-important winner with a late first-half header. Babakar Senghor was in Gunjur Friday evening and he tells us more about the curtain raiser to the new Nawetan season.
Mustafa Kebe needs to practice more of his ball kicking skills, as he will be doing a lot of these for the next 4 years, after his comfortable winning of the Gambia Football Federation presidential election. The GFF new president led a delegation of his new executive and football top men to Gunjur, where they attended the Super Cup final between league champions World 11 and knockout holders Nyokoyor. But it was not a day for the dignitaries to upstage an event that was carefully choreographed to coincide with the usually feverish Korite festivities. The idea was great, as scores of football fans made it to the field to watch the two sides battle it out for the right to be called Super Cup champions. Nyokoyor, sporting a mixture of yellow and green outfit, raced out of the blocks quickest, snapping a 6-minute lead, courtesy of Abdullah Jame's composed finish. That goal unsettled the league champions, who could hardly muster a chance to level the scores, despite holding their own for most of the first half against their more illustrious opponents.
Well, before we go, a reminder of our top stories. The Gambia School Nutrition has trained food vendors on the healthy preparation of meals for school